Hey, good morning, everyone. Out here on one of my clients' property. We got this fence right here. It's leaning in. It had a lot of vines on it. So it was kind of weighing it down. And it's probably about 20 years old. And some of the posts are rotting at the bottom. So she wanted to get some T-post and let's try to stand it back up. So what we did to start with, a few months ago, we came out here and sprayed all these vines, and pretty strong herbicide, and we got most of it killed. Some of it's trying to come back. You can see some of those briars there, but we're going to try to get this fence stood back up more straight and put these T-posts in. Well, we got about half of it done, as you can see just up there past the Jeep. We got them standing in, pounded in, and we've already got the T-post laid out. So this is what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to go and put the tripod up and put you on time lapse and start putting some of these T-posts in and see how far we can get today. The ground's pretty hard out here, so it's going to have to be manual. Machine or equipment's at another job site. So we're just going to try to get this in, get this thing here knocked out, and see if we can keep people from trying to get across the property here. Not that it's a big problem, but there is some. We've noticed, and we've got a pond back over there that we cleaned up about 2 years ago, and people are coming in trying to fish in it. Probably some young kids and everything, but we're going to be working on this today, and we will get back with you here shortly. All right, guys, we made it all the way down to here. Put in about 30 T-posts, and we made it to here. Not so much worried about it being at the very top, because eventually we're going to come down here and take all this fence out and redo it with some good hog wire. Maybe goat and sheep fence, something like that. But this is 6 foot tall fence, and we got 7 foot T-posts, and I'm driving them at least a foot in the ground. We just need it to get us through until the client's able to, acquire the funds to redo it all. Then we can come down here with the bush hogs, take all the fence down, and we'll bundle it up and take it off to the scrap yard. And then we'll just bush hog a fence row down through here and it'll be nice and easy. I'll bring the post driver down here. We'll drive the post in, and be a brand new fence. Last another 20 years, 30 years, whatever. So, but anyway, I'm gonna run back down here and tie all these off, and then we'll pick back up right here, and I'll try to finish and get down to that corner down there. It's all depending if we got enough T-posts. I counted them up, and I think all together we needed a little over 100. Well, the supply store, they only had 90. So we're gonna see. We might be able to spread them out just a little bit to be able to get this project done here on this side of the property, and then we'll move over on the back side of the pond over there. We got to put some posts in back there, some T-posts, basically just for the barbed wire at the top. We've already got the posts in there for the fence. We're just going to put some in between those to secure the barbed wire at the top. So we'll be back with you here shortly. All right, guys, back. Got it all tied up and secured up to that last one. We're going to jump back in. That's a mess up there. Going to jump back in and start putting these posts in, and we'll put it on time lapse again, and we'll get back at it. All right, guys, we put in them last 6 or 7 stakes or T-posts. I need 3 more. You can see it there. So we'll get 3 more, excuse me, and we'll come back and put them in. But I'm gonna go ahead and tie these off, and we'll be done for the day. I'll come back to you whenever I got them tied. All right, guys, we're done here for the day. Got them all tied off. Tomorrow I'm gonna run down to the store and grab some of those T-posts. I did find 1 more, so I only need 2 more T-posts. So we'll get them beat in, and then we'll take and put the ties on them, and then we'll go to the back behind the pond, and we'll get those taken care of. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video up and sign off with you guys, and we'll catch you again tomorrow. Hey, good morning, everyone. Back out here at my client's property today. Moving up here to the back part of the fence behind the pond. We've got fence put up. And it goes on all the way down to that school up there. You see the barbed wire at the top, and the fence post they got was just a little bit short from the top. But we got 7-footers that we're going to put down through here and hook the barbed wire to. Got a few up there. I'm going to take them up to finish up that other side. I come down here and looked at it yesterday and figured we could make these work and still have some left over. That way it wouldn't cost the client any more money, and we just have to spread it a little bit. But this is one of my clients that I've had for several years now. I used to go pretty hard and heavy on the land clearing and land maintenance, but kind of slowed way down on that. But this pond, when I first started, they wanted to clear it. There was big mounds of dirt all through here, a lot of briars and things, trees in here that weren't any, you know, it was dead. And there's some of them in here questionable. But we cleared all of this, leveled it all out, cleaned this pond up around it because you couldn't hardly get to it, and had it looking real nice. And these weeds here grew up all around on the bottom. It's an elderly couple, so they can't get out and do as much as they used to could. But we come out here last year right after summer, and we sprayed all of this, and most of it we killed off. She wanted to keep her cattails and stuff. We managed to salvage one of them, and it's over there in that corner. But we're going to come back in here. I don't trust the ground enough because this ground's very, very soft out here. It's full of kaolin and clay, but for the first 3 feet, it doesn't pack the best. So with that being said, we're going to come back in here with a weed eater, possibly a saw blade on it, and we're going to cut all of this milkweed and grass that they've got around here and clean this up for them. Don't want to bring my tractor with the bush hog that close to this edge here, because the ground being so soft, and I don't want it to slip and go in that pond. Not a big pond. Her dad put it in years ago. I mean, probably before I was born. But it's got a lot of sentimental value, this property, and they love this little piece of property. But we've cleaned it up a lot. This dam back here, and it's not really a dam, all it is where they took the dirt out of the pond and they just piled it up all around here. So what I did is I got out here with the skid steer, cleared it up, flattened the top, and then we took more dirt and we extended all the way down, tied back into the land back over there, just to create a road so they can go around it. But back over here, there was just a little ditch, and the pond would get way too high, and it would start going up above, up there. So we created a nice little ditch for it to drain into. Dug this out here. Got some culvert pipe from down at the local supplier, and we ran it all the way under this. Now mind you, all of this used to be just nothing but a ditch, so we added this dirt up here and brought it out to where the pipe comes down to here, and then it's got a natural runoff that runs down there, and it connects to the ditch that runs along the edge of the roads. But all of this over here was filled with briars, and we came in here with the mulcher and mulched up a lot of it. She didn't want it completely cleared out. The privacy thing was something that she liked, but that's what we did for them. And this has been over several years. We you know, work with our clients, do it in phases. Not everybody has the money to do everything all at one time, and we all understand that. So we do it in phases and get them squared away along and along. And right now I've got 2 clients, these and the other guy that has the property with the tractor from the one of the previous videos. And them 2 keep me pretty busy. So I'm kind of semi-retired. I retired from the military, come out here and did the land clearing for a few years, and just got me a good clientele. And now out of them 2, they keep me busy, and that's all I really need. So anyway, we're gonna put it on time lapse. I'm gonna start putting these posts in that we talked about, and we're going to get these knocked out, get that barbed wire tied off, and then we're going to take them 2 posts, put them up top up there, and that should be it for today. So you guys stand by and we'll get at it. I'll show you one of the reasons why this fence is important, the barbed wire. Now see, there's no limb or anything laying around on the ground that would cause that fence to go down like that. So I'm going to take those ties loose, straighten that fence back up, and keep people from walking through here coming over here to fish. Or at least we're going to try. So we try to keep the person honest, but today's day and age, that's a hard task. But we're going to be vigilant and we're going to keep trying. Alright, I've got post in to here. I'm going to straighten them up, get them tied off, fix that piece there, and then we'll get back with you. Alright guys, we got them all tied up, got them straightened up. Barbed wire is all attached. We've made it to that brace down there. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue on and go past it. I'm going to move the Jeep and get everything loaded up and head on over there and try to knock that out. So y'all stand by. Alright guys, we got everything tied up. All that fence there is done. I just want to show you some things we're going to be taking care of on our next visit here. So we've got several trees, as you can see. Some of them on the ground, there's some limbs and stuff, but there's a dead tree there. Hopefully you can see that, pick it out. Right there's old white pine. There's one there that has died, and it has got to come out. Here's one that had fell over in a bad storm we had. So we got to bring the excavator over here and dig the stump up. We'll take all that. All this stuff here is going to be burnt. Over by the pond we have a pile, and once school is out, we're going to burn that. But we also have 2 dead ones here. And these are the ones that we're most concerned about, because last thing we want is for it to fall back on the fence but we have some limbs there that are going to hinder us. So I'm going to bring the excavator up in here, and then we'll try to, I'm going to take this now. This never not too much worried about. Knock it down and get up in there and try to put some pressure on it and knock it and make it go down that way. You can slide across those limbs there and just find its way to the ground. But we don't want it to go backwards, and we don't want the roots to bust that fence up, because I don't know how far up under it's going to go. So we're going to put pressure on it and push it this way, notch it, cut it, and fell that tree out into the open. I had to get my bush hog and take it back to the property. But all of this is done down through here. Now, we created that road there. We cut that road in there for her about a year ago. We cut it, and it kind of goes around and comes out up here. But you can see down there, if you look down by that pond, you can see all that wood there stacked up. I've got 2 or 3 piles there. We're going to burn that, and that stuff is very dry. So it's been there for about 2 years now. And instead of trying to burn a little bit here, a little bit there, we're just going to make a good enough pile that we can take care of it all in one fell swoop. But we got some dead sleepers, or widowmakers, whatever you want to call them, up in there. We got to get those out. And then back over in the front towards the main gate, there's a dead tree that a power line, if it falls towards the road, there's a power line there. And so we've got to make it go and fall back into the property. And it's dead, like the one over here that I just showed you. So we got to get that one out of there. Those two, that one and that one, is their biggest concern. You know, considering the school's right here. I know the kids don't come that close to the fence, but we don't want to take any chances. So we want to get that out of there. We'll do it probably over, we'll see about Easter break, spring break, whatever they call it. And we'll do that. Not going to have a lot going on next week. Next week, the wife and I, we're going on a cruise. And we usually go in January around our anniversary, but they dry docked the boat, and so we had to reschedule. So we're going on a cruise. Might do some video stuff on there, but we'll see. But if I do a video next week, it'll be me going to my sister's house. They get chicken feed, the layer pellets, real cheap. So we're going to go out there. I've already sent her some money, and she's going to get us some chicken feed. And it's a lot cheaper than me having to go buy it at Tractor Supply or even my local feed and seed. Love my local feed and seed, but these guys here are several dollars cheaper, about $4 or $5. So I want to jump on that. It's a long ride out there, but kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Go out there and see my sister and get some chicken feed as well. They live on a farm out in North South Carolina. That's kind of ironic to say that, but it is way up towards Orangeburg. And we are going to go up there and put a fence up for her. They want to do a pasture all the way around their property. They have 100, 200 acres, something like that. But we're going to pasture in a couple of paddocks for her. She wants to get some livestock. She has chickens and stuff. She's had pigs before, raised them for meat pigs, and that worked out good. But they want to maybe get some cattle, not a lot, 3, maybe 4 cows. So we may go in with them and buy a cow, let them raise it out there on their property. We will chip in to pay for the feed and stuff like that, and then come time to butcher, we'll have a whole cow, or we could end up selling half a cow to somebody that the butcher shop knows, and they'll buy half the cow from, and it'll ease the burden of the payment off of us on what it's going to cost. But that's in the future. Not great long distance future, but you know, maybe a year and a half down the road. But we got to first get the fence with the paddocks up. So, but anyway, guys, look, I appreciate you guys, and thank y'all for checking out our shorts, my wife's recipes and stuff with the crock pot meals, and our little YouTube channel we've got here. Some of my work that I do and feeding the chickens and the hunting. Can't wait for the season to start back up. I pretty much got everything taken care of out there for the hunting land. I still put corn out. I've got another bag at the house. I'll probably put it out probably Monday or Tuesday next week. That way it'll get them through while I'm going on my little vacation, and still be able to monitor the deer and stuff and see how they're moving and what times they're coming out and stuff. I've got them now to where they're pretty much on a schedule, and they come out around between 5:30 and 6:30 in the morning, and then around 5 to about 9 in the evening. They stay longer during the evening time, but if I can keep them patterned like that, maybe we can get a buck to slip in there. I think we'll be good for next year. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. We appreciate you guys, and we will see y'all on the next pursuit. All right now. Well, there's kids out playing.